Alright, the first time I'll talk about an encounter I had with my wife and kids. And this was 7, 8 years ago. And we were up in the high mountains. We were probably at 9,000 feet. And we were hiking into a place called Bear Creek to fish some beaver ponds that had some decent sized brookies in them. We got to the place where you start hiking down, and we started to go in, and it's about 3 miles down into it. Come down this thick forest, can't see anything off the trail, into a flat open area, and you walk across that, and then it starts to get trees again, and then you have a little stream that runs through there, and those beavers have built beaver ponds through it. So we sat there and caught a bunch of fish, fly fishing, and it was a good time. And it was time to leave, and we started going back, same way we came in, and we crossed the flat and we started up the hill. And about halfway up the hill, we hear this scream slash honk or whatever. It was just, for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what that was. At that particular time, I was trying to blame it on a bear and a bull fighting and one of them winning. That's the only thing I could think of. And maybe a wolf in there between. And so, you know, we just kind of left, and we got to the top. And the scary thing is we were headed, that trail was headed directly where that scream came from. And once we got up there, we were sitting around kind of catching our breath because it was pretty steep. And my wife looks at me and she's like, "Did you just throw that rock?" And I'm like, "What rock?" And then another one came, and I didn't see that one, but she did. I heard it, and she's like, "What? Who's doing that?" And we start scanning the wood line, and we were just stumped what was going on. And we left, came home. That was a long time ago, but since then I've heard that same scream on YouTube from other people that have recorded Sasquatch, and it gave me the chills all the way up my back. And the one I heard down here at the cabin was a lot like that one, but it was way louder. It must have been really close. Yeah, I didn't sleep. That was bad. Anyway, I'm gonna work this back side of the hill over the top, and then come down and grab those memory cards, and then come off. And I'll talk to you later. They could walk along these without ever leaving a track, some kind of a lean or whatever. Not sure what that is. See, look how this trail's been overtaken. Huh. That area as well. Cutting the trail down. Huh. There's another one. Weird. Get that tree upside down. That's really weird. Oh. I'll put you back on. These are the kind of things that are weird. Why is that all like that? It doesn't make any sense. one of the biggest clearings here. Interesting. Huh. I've still got a ways to climb, so once I get to the top, I'll start filming more. So back to that story. So my wife, she actually believed in Sasquatch way before I did. I just thought she was a nut, and I didn't think there could be something like that living around in the forest. Now I know better, but unless you've heard, seen, or witnessed things that can't be explained as man doing it, you're not going to believe. I mean, you can see video footage, but those can all be, all they have to do is one person says hoax, and then the whole thing's a hoax and nobody believes anymore. So really, you just have to take all the evidence and weigh it and see which way that leads you. For me, it's undeniable now, and I wished I could go back and be naive again. It'd be a lot easier to camp. Anyway, I thought I'd just finish the story. But basically, after that happened, we had one other instance where we were camping, and I went out in the middle of the night, and there was some eye shine where my flashlight was going out to the trees and the eyes were facing forward. Safe enough to say we packed up and left first thing in the morning, but I can't say for certain that's what that was, but it was huge. Anyway, I'll find some more stuff here. Okay. There's something behind that. I can hear him walking. I was sitting down, catching my breath. I could hear him. Back in that next row. That'll get your heart going. Interesting little area. Oh, that was intense. Crap. Anyway, alright. It is up in there. I mean, it's just so thick. And these thick trails they run on, you know? It's crazy. That would have been a perfect place for trail cam if I was on this side. Anyway. That's coming up through here. Look at those tracks. There's some tracks over there in this area that's just been completely just smashed. You know? I mean, that kind of looks like a track. You know? Can't really, well, it's not too bad. It looks like a track. The other one at? Right there. Right there. I just wish they were crystal clear. Alright. I'll see if I can find any more. Okay. There's something out there. Just listen. Listen, there's no birds, nothing. That place right over there. Sit down, it doesn't look like a deer elk bed. Look at that. Flat area up there. The tree's green. Looks like it's been pushed over. Right out of the dirt. Huh. Crazy right there, I tell you. Right. You guys gotta see this. Look at this. There's that little rock sitting on. Dump over there. But then look at this. Some kind of a, I don't know what it is. It's the same thing I saw in 2 other places on the same range. What the heck? I mean, look, that stick is underneath that rock. And then these aren't even the same kind of sticks, or the same kind of limb. That middle one isn't, neither is that one. If anybody has any idea what this kind of thing is, let me know, because I just call them totem poles because they kind of look like a really rudimentary made something or other. Look how that's kind of put up in there and how they're put in here so that they'll hold. And then these move with the wind. There's one right there. I really don't have any idea why or what would cause them to do this. I mean, maybe this Sasquatch has, that's really cool, I'm gonna come back to that, has uses those as territory markers. I don't know. I just know it's really strange. And the only thing that's the other thing that's weird about it is it faces the trail that you have to go past it on. So you can see it probably halfway down the hill, or at least 20 yards down the hill. It's so thick. But man, it's thick up in here. I keep hearing things too, and I tried to hook my microphone up. Oh, I can't. It's got a Bluetooth on it, and for some reason every time I do it, it turns on my Siri, and I can't get it to connect. So I'm gonna have to get a new one that just plugs in, and it is what it is. Anyway, this is a really cool area. Really cool. Really dense. It kind of gives me the creeps, especially when I can hear. When it's windy, it's even worse because I can get closer without making any noise. Oof. See that bed right up in there. I mean, these are just, you could come out in here if you had a ghillie suit on and you could just live. Nobody would ever find you. Although you have to be able to capture and kill deer without a gun, so you're done. You're not gonna make it. Anyway, keep hearing that. I'll turn it back on in a minute. I walked over this and I didn't really pay attention to it, but it's weird. There's a pile of sticks right there with a couple of pine cones and no trees where they could have fallen off of, except for over there. Weird. Alright. Ooh. This is weird too. I mean, look. Just a bunch of sticks at the base of this tree. Looks like that one. I don't know. I mean, that's really weird. I'm just telling you, that is weird. Some of this stuff is weird. I mean, look. There's old pine limbs that came off that tree. Just a few. Like they were plucked off while someone was standing there. Listen. I can hear something. I've got to get that mic on here. You guys probably think I'm crazy hearing stuff, but I am hearing it. I'm walking along here. Came up to this little place. And there's some kind of a cross type. I don't know what that is. I found two of these on this side of the mountain. The other one was a little bit more defined, but wow, it's really weird. Maybe I won't go that way. Look at the size of that, what we call a bitterbrush tree. I have never seen any that big ever. It's weird. Huh. Okay, I stopped here to take a rest. And look at that. I mean, there's really nothing at the base, but look at that. Look at that. That's not even the same kind of wood from that tree. Something down there. I don't know if that means anything either. I don't even know what that means or if it means anything. It's just, it wasn't done by nature, or at least by accident. Anyway, I've got that creepy feeling now. I swear, it never fails. I always find some kind of bone or something up here. Look how thick that is. Yeesh. Trees back over there, upside down. It's crazy. There's some more bone right there. From there. Wasn't here last time I came through. It's weird. This is the first of all those that got clear back up in there. It's crazy. That's what it looks like when you come in. and then go up. That waterfall looking thing, it's up above there. Anyway, okay, this is one heck of a way to get in here. You have to sneak along that, and it gets deeper and deeper. But those petroglyphs are supposed to be up there, so I'm gonna have to climb it, see if they're there. There's some old stuff, and look at this. Look at all these. I mean, what is that? Let me tell you, getting up in here with that handprint, I mean, this is the only side it's on. Look at that. Look at that. It goes all the way up there. And this one goes all the way up there. Wow. I mean, you'd never expect him to be in here. Not ever. That little footprint right there. Right there. Wow, it's weird. Let me go back over here, and there's a little bit there, a little bit there, and there's nothing over there. This is a crazy thing because you have to wheel yourself down. There's supposed to be an elk. Oh, look at that. Look what I gotta go down. What have I got myself into? Anyway, all right. Okay, Ron finished this whole thing right here. He got the tub wall set in, and look at that, perfect. We used the 2x4s instead, so it's a smaller wall, but it's perfect. It's 7.5 feet. The rest of these are 8. But he finished this wall with the doorway. He's done a lot. This thing's, it's sturdy too, so. This is really sturdy too. I mean, he's put these braces where that goes to make it about 10 times stronger. I mean, this thing is just stone strong. So anyway, the next thing we're going to try to do is, I should say he's going to try to do, is the railing while we're waiting on the plumber and the electrician. So anyway, that's where we're at.